Welcome to The Newsworthy, all the day's news in less than 10 minutes. Fast, fair, fun, and on the go. Thanks so much for listening. Today we're talking about North Korea's latest move, a lawsuit against Google, and why Selena Gomez was in the hospital. Plus much more, all in less than 10 minutes. I'm Erica Mandy. Today is Friday, September 15th. You ready? Let's do this. North Korea fired another missile. It wasn't a nuclear test this time, but still. Reuters says the ballistic missile went over Japan and landed in the ocean. The test was likely the country's leader showing that he's mad about those new sanctions this week. Reminder, North Korea tested its most powerful nuclear bomb on September 3rd. So on Monday, the United Nations passed sanctions, limiting the country's imports and exports. Experts told CNN the missile and nuclear test recently are a show of power, North Korea trying to say to the world, you can't stop us. Well, things are looking worse and worse for Equifax. You know, the credit reporting company that was hacked, leaking social security numbers, birthdays, addresses, basically all the information we don't want criminals to have. Well, now, two new things. First, the Federal Trade Commission, or FTC, is investigating. Add it to the list. The Washington Post says there are several other federal agencies looking into this, and the company's top execs will be in the hot seat next month for public hearings with lawmakers. And now, here's the second thing. The AP says the company blames a software problem that could have been fixed before this actually happened. Oops. Right now, if you Google the term gender discrimination, guess what comes up? Google. Or at least news articles about Google. The company just got sued. 3 former employees filed a class action lawsuit. They say Google pays women less than men and puts them on lower paying career paths. Google says it's not true, and the company has systems in place to make sure that pay is fair. Reminder, this isn't the first time Google has faced this type of claim. For example, a recent report in the New York Times found women get 4 to 6% less pay than men. But Google said that's not true either, and that the report is based on incomplete information. It sounds like Google and Lyft are going on some dates. Bloomberg reports Google's parent company is considering investing $1 billion in Lyft, aka Uber's biggest competitor. There's no deal as of now, so TBD if it really happens. But here's a deal that did already happen. Think chocolate plus coffee. Got your attention, didn't I? TechCrunch and the Financial Times reports Nestle bought a major stake in Blue Bottle Coffee. If you haven't heard of it, Blue Bottle Coffee is an upscale coffee shop in cities like San Francisco. It's described like an Apple store, but for coffee. So about that deal over DACA that 2 top Democrats said they made with President Trump this week, it's still not entirely clear what will come next. First, a quick reminder. DACA protects undocumented immigrants who were brought to the U.S. as children. They're known as Dreamers. And the Trump administration said this month they would end the program in 6 months unless Congress took action. Well, now CNN says President Trump is in fact on board to make at least some of the DACA program permanent. But he says he also wants massive border controls. So, does that include the border wall? Well, he told Fox News, quote, "The wall will come later." One more thing. Top Republican lawmakers said there wasn't really a deal and this was all just a discussion. So yeah, we'll see. There are still a couple million people without power in Florida because of Hurricane Irma. CNN says teams of utility workers from a bunch of different states are still there working on it. And the feel-good story of the day from Florida, a millionaire is letting 70 foster kids stay over until the power is restored at their home. USA Today says Mark Bell served the kids meals and even brought over entertainment like singers, athletes, and arts and crafts. Today is the day the world says goodbye to Cassini, NASA's spacecraft that's made a bunch of discoveries about Saturn. It's also taken a lot of pictures of the planet. Wired reports Cassini has been up there for 20 years, but it's low on gas, so its time is up. And this morning's live stream will show it turn into a fireball on top of Saturn. 'Cause science. The live stream starts at 7 a.m. Eastern. If it's already happened by the time you listen to this, don't worry, I'm sure there's a good replay. While you're at it, there's now a blooper reel of rocket explosions. It's kind of fascinating and funny at the same time. Elon Musk and his company SpaceX put it out themselves and titled it, "How Not to Land an Orbital Rocket Booster." Everyone starts somewhere, right? The video shows all of their epic failures and is even set to this music. The AP points out Musk can make fun of himself now because SpaceX has had 16 successful booster landings. Find the link to the 2-minute blooper reel in today's show notes at thenewsworthy.com. The Cleveland Indians broke a Major League Baseball record last night. They won their 22nd game in a row. Yahoo Sports says the Chicago Cubs used to hold that record from back in 1935. Selena Gomez just revealed she had a kidney transplant. Time reports the singer has talked about living with lupus before and now says she plans to share more about it and raise awareness. She posted a picture to Instagram of her with her friend who donated a kidney. Gomez explained her recovery is why she's been laying low this summer. The Emmy Awards are this weekend. Stephen Colbert from The Late Show will be the host. You can watch on TV or stream it online this Sunday. It's on CBS. This year, HBO has the most Emmy nominations with 110. That's even without Game of Thrones, by the way. This year's air date didn't meet the Emmys deadline. Netflix comes in second with a total of 91 nods. We'll see who walks away with the most wins. And that's it. You are ready to go. As always, read more if you want on thenewsworthy.com. Just click show notes and find today's episode. You'll see all the links. If you haven't already, please be sure to subscribe so you don't miss an episode. You can sign up at thenewsworthy.com to get them straight to your email inbox and or subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts. And please keep sharing this with your friends and, well, basically everyone you know. I so appreciate it. And with that, we will chat again on Monday. Have a great weekend.